What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel because I love y'all. It is Thursday, baby. We got Thursday night football on tap, and no better time than to utilize the Props Made Easy tools for this slate. Yesterday, the dev team finished up the updates and we pushed the updated version of the Props Made Easy tools. Now, I have previously talked to y'all about this and let y'all know that the updates were coming. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's lightning fast. It's even better. Like, I didn't think we could make the mobile user interface any better, but I mean, the mobile user interface. I mean, look, I'm on desktop mode, as you can see, with the menu at the bottom still. The layout's still the same as it is on mobile. As you'll recognize, all Props Made Easy users, you guys know what it looks like on mobile. I actually dropped a video on this YouTube channel yesterday when it first was available, and you can see the mobile user friendliness if you want to check that out before you finally decide to be a Props Made Easy member for $20 a month if you haven't already. By the way, use code UPDATE15, all caps, UPDATE15, update and then the number 15 for $15 on your first month. All right? We wanted to give y'all, again, not only do we have the cheapest tool in the industry, but we have the sharpest data implemented into our tool, as well as it just having the best user interface experience that you can possibly imagine. It's the best tools in the industry by far, not even close, especially when you add in price. It's ridiculous. So, check it out if you haven't already. Make sure if you have the older version, just clear your cache and stuff if you're having any issues. You shouldn't have any issues. You just go back through the optimizer access page and then go through the portal to open this up. All right. Each morning you will need to go through the portal. It's the same thing as you normally would do, right? You just go to the optimizer access page at Props Made Easy and it'll bring you over to the optimized version. All right. Thank y'all as always for joining me, man. Let's get straight into the picks for today. As you guys know, with that update came the slip generator. You can now slip some random plays. Won't have the ability to send over to PrizePicks automatically. That's just the data company we work with, just for some reason don't have the ability to send that play over. It's all good though, because 99% of plays are able to be sent over to PrizePicks. We do have the slip generator available for that. If you put 2 plays in and you click submit, you can then send to PrizePicks and that play will be entered for you on PrizePicks, and then you just pick how much you want to bet and then place it. It's not gonna like spend money for it. Like, it's not gonna like actually bet it for you, but it's gonna have it placed on PrizePicks, so you can easily just put how much you want to bet it, and then enter it. You feel me? It'll show you the total edge, which with this play right here for the Kamara under touchdowns and the Kyler Murray over passing completions of 21.5, it'll show you the total edge you're getting when you add them together, and then the average season hit rate of those props for each. So as you can see, Alvin Kamara has gone under touchdowns in the last few years, over 68%. And then Kyler Murray has gone over passing completions of 21.5 and 45.8% of the last few years. So you average those together, you get a 57% average season hit rate for those as well. So that's something really cool. When you put a slip together, you can see the average season hit rate of all of them combined as well. And again, season hit rate's the only trend you should really care about when it comes to that. But, hey, we've got trends covered for you. If you go to the trends button at the bottom right, it's loading in, by the way. We've got every single sport implemented into this, and every single market, everything. So when you get on trends, you will immediately see all of these plays. They're in order from the best season hit rate automatically across every single sport. All right? And again, you can do the same thing. You can add them to PrizePicks the same way. All right, as well as goblins and stuff being in here as well. It's an amazing thing, man. But let's get into the plays for Thursday Night Football, man. This thing is incredibly fast. If y'all haven't used this yet, you need to. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. Let's get into the picks for Thursday Night Football. All right, so first things first, I'm going to type the date, which is what, 10/2? Yeah, 10/02. There we go. Okay. Here are the plays. When you type in 10/02, it's going to show you the plays that are the absolute best options. Now, I've always told you guys, if you have a lower bankroll and you want the maximum amount of consistency, we have filters for you to kind of answer all those questions for you and show you only the plays that check every box. You can go sharp and safe. It'll then wipe out every play except for the plays that match what's necessary for sharp and safe, which is what? Positive edge percent, 2 or more, I think it's 2 or more or 3 or more sharp books baked into it. All right? So not only does it have to be a positive edge percent, but it needs a certain amount of sharp books as well so that you know it's a solid option. Jordan Whittington over 13.5 receiving yards at a 55% chance to hit with a positive 0.7 edge percent. 3 sharp books are baked into that, so great spot there for Jordan Whittington. All right, that is a sharp and safe play for Thursday Night Football tonight. That's going to be your absolute best option when it comes to all of the data that you have available to you. Now, let's select DFS and look among all the DFS books, and it's Jordan Whittington and then Christian McCaffrey's under 17.5 longest reception on Underdog at a 54.2. So there you go. There's your answer. It's 2 or more. Okay? 2 or more sharp books is necessary, as well as a positive edge. Again, remember, the reason why edge percent is significant is because if you are showing a positive edge percent on a play, that means you are getting the edge on that sports book. Okay? When it's a negative edge, the sports book has an edge on you, which most plays on these DFS books are negative edge bets. But Props Made Easy does you the favor of showing you those few that are positive edges and will keep you on those positive edge spots before they bump them and adjust them. And they like to do it super quickly. Again, these books are not built for newer level bettors, you know what I mean, to be able to take your time. You need a tool like a Props Made Easy to be able to find them immediately lightning fast, because if you're not, they're bumped super quickly. Like, they're not catering to you and giving you plenty of time to do your research. Okay, they're going to keep their lines incredibly tight and try to keep y'all as much as they can on negative edge percent plays. All right, Props Made Easy will show you the positives. So Jordan Whittington over 13.5 receiving yards. You can play on Underdog, which is where you're getting the biggest edge over the book at 1.3. On PrizePicks, you're getting a 0.7 edge for that same play. And then Christian McCaffrey under 17.5 longest reception at 54.2. All right, those are going to be the best plays for that tonight. I'm going to go to select EV books, and then I'm going to go to all, so we can look at the best EV spots for today. These are regular EV bets. Again, any EV bets, I always suggest you just straight bet them. And again, if you're playing on PrizePicks, just 6-man flex. If you want to do a big slip, make sure it's a flex slip. That way, you still can double up if you miss a play. You can still get some money back if you miss 2 plays. Okay? Whereas a power play is a full-on parlay. Okay? Those are not long-term winning. You will never win off parlays regardless of what you do, because it's just too many legs, too much of luck initiated into that. All right, we're trying the sharp bet. We're trying to really make money. So 6-man flex is the best on the DFS sites, and then on Underdog, it's like a 6-man insured. But either way, play the best slip types on the DFS books if you can. If you want to do a power play, do 2-mans then. Do the lowest amount of legs that you possibly can. Whereas when it comes to regular books, you can straight bet them by themselves. That's going to be the most winningest strategy. Mac Jones under 20.5 passing completions at plus 116 on Novig gives you a 7.56 EV due to a true consensus of 101 across the sharp books. Only one sharp book available here. So let's see. Sharp and safe when it comes to the regular books is 3 or more sharp books, as well as being over 5% EV. So for everybody in Florida on Hard Rock, Devontae Adams under 4.5 receptions, you can get at plus 115, giving you a 6 EV damn near. True odds are 103 among 3 sharp books, so you're getting that edge on them. All right? Love that spot, man. Anything 5% or over EV is always a target. But when we look at all, Mac Jones under 20.5 passing completions, again, yes, it's only one sharp book. But again, our sharp book data is from the sharpest books. Like, it's only taking from the sharpest books. So if one of the sharpest books in the industry has odds for it, it's still going to be better than a negative edge play or a super low EV play. You feel what I'm saying? You still want to take that over like some negative edge option. But Mac Jones under 20.5 passing completions. Mac Jones under 20.5 passing completions on Profit X, but the best spot's Novig. All right? Then you got a couple Hard Rock. Kyle Juszczyk over 1.5 receptions at minus 101 on DraftKings is a 5.1 EV. Minus 112 are the true odds across the sharp book, so good spot there. Let's check line difference. NFL line difference. Update. All right. Let's do DFS books. All right, NFL line difference across the DFS books. Now, what is this? This is when the sharp books aren't on the same line as the DFS book is. So we get to see a sportsbook differential. All right. On top of that, you get the AI simulation projection as well to kind of compare and see what we're looking like. Mac Jones over 211.5 passing yards on DraftKings Pick 6 is a 4.5 sportsbook differential for his over. Sharp books are at 216 for his passing yards tonight. AI simulation, after simulating the game 10,000 times, has him at 214. So both of which are at least 3 yards over this line on DraftKings Pick 6. So Mac Jones over 211.5 is a great spot. Puka Nacua over 91.5 receiving yards on Dabble. It is absolutely crazy how this dude just came out of nowhere when Cooper Kupp got hurt last season and just took over the target share. Just absolutely has been an absolute monster since. It's crazy to see. The dude's one of the highest targeted players in the entire NFL for the last few years. Like, it's just absolutely wild how he just came out of nowhere and just took over. Puka Nacua over 91.5 receiving yards on Dabble, 4.3 sportsbook differential. Sharp books are at 95.8 on average. 3 books are built into it. AI Sims at 94.38, almost in lockstep with where the sharp books are. So I like the over on Puka's 91.5 receiving yards as well. For those of you just playing PrizePicks, let's unselect these other books. And so we're just seeing PrizePicks real quick. We got Mac Jones over 38.5 first quarter passing yards. So you've got sharp books at 42.5 and AI Sim at 41.79 for the over 4 sportsbook differential. Devontae Adams under 56.5 receiving yards at a minus 2.3. Sharp books are at 54.17. AI Sims at 55.38. Mac Jones over 214.5 at a 1.5 sportsbook differential. Now it's better over on DraftKings Pick 6 where you're getting it at 211. On PrizePicks, they're tighter lines. All right, so that's where you can find out, too, where you could take advantage of the best odds across the DFS industry. So, like, if you're stuck to just DFS books, make sure you're taking the best plays on whatever. Like, make sure you have some money in each DFS book so you can take advantage of the best edge wherever it is. All right? But that's about it, man. Those are some of the best plays across Thursday Night Football tonight. Now, let's go ahead and go to Game Center. I was looking up here for the Game Center tab. It's going to take a minute to get used to it. Go to the Game Center button down at the bottom, and let's pull up the Game Center and take a look at what we got for today. All right. Let's go to NFL. Look at Thursday Night Football. Now, we got a lot of value on the board when it comes to Sunday. A lot of value on the board, but we're just going to focus on, I don't want to get overwhelmed. We're going to focus on today. We've got the Rams under 25.5 team total at plus 135 on Novig, where the true odds are 130 across the sharp books, giving you a positive 2.32 expected value edge. Now, again, when you're game center bets, when you're doing straight bets off the game center, 2 or more EV is the targeted range. The reason why it's 2 compared to 5% is the target range for player props is player props are much more volatile, whereas game center picks are much more, steady, more solid. There's a lot more, like books put a lot more into their game center lines than they do their player prop lines, so you're able to really get the sharpest lines to compare to when it comes to the game center, all right? But the Rams, under 25.5 team total on Novig at plus 135 is good value. Now, again, if you want to stay in the safest range, you can keep it between the plus 120 to minus 120. If you want to make sure you're doing that, go to Sharp and Safe over here too. Sharp and Safe will show you the plays that are only plus 120 to minus 120 odds range to give you the best consistency sweet spot. Because, again, if you're playing plus 150s, plus 200s, you're going to make great profit long term. But if you can't sustain the losses that come with those type of odd bets, to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you can't reach that with your bankroll being too low, you got to do more consistent options. So plus 120 to minus 120 is that sweet range, and Sharp and Safe, again, will show you those spots, all right? Rams and 49ers. I hope this game is a better game than what data is telling us right now, but Rams and 49ers under 22.5 first half team. Okay, it's first half. Okay, good. I was thinking it was total points of the game. I was like, damn, data's saying go under at 22.5, so there ain't no points going up. But, yeah, this is first half total points across both teams. So Rams and 49ers under 22.5 first half total points at plus 109 on Novig, where the true odds are plus 104. Again, you are buying something on Novig at a better price than it is everywhere else. You're getting a value. You're damn near using a coupon. Okay? I'm just trying to put it any way I can make you understand why value betting is so good. It's like, again, the same analogy I always use, and a lot of y'all are like, here we go again. If you're buying shoes and you're intending to resell them, are you going to want to buy them at one store for $200 or buy them for $250 at another? You're going to buy them for $200 so you make more profit. That's exactly what value betting is. That's exactly what we're doing. We're buying a pick at a better price than it is everywhere else. All right? So Rams and 49ers under 22.5 first half total points at plus 109 on Novig is a great spot. All right? What else, y'all? NFL touchdowns. Let's look at touchdowns for today. Again, that's right next to home runs down here below. It's the bullseye icon. Now we got some shit, man. First off, for Sunday, Javonte Williams over 0.5 touchdowns on Fanatics, especially at -105. I love that. That's a huge Vegas edge. You got Sharpbooks at -135, while Fanatics has this line at -105. Javonte Williams is their dude in Dallas. I can see him scoring pretty easily here. So over touchdowns, getting it at -105 odds is crazy. And the Props Made Easy is making sure you're aware of it right away. Cam Scatabo over 0.5 touchdowns at -110 on ProfitX, giving you a solid Vegas edge as well. With consensus odds being -140, he gets in the end zone. And you're getting it at -110. Again, you're buying it at a way better price. All right? But let's look at just today's games. And we'll look at long shots too, y'all. We'll look at long shots. Best bets for today. Over on Better Picks, you can get Kyron Williams over 0.5 touchdowns at -150, where consensus odds for him to score tonight are almost at -200, giving you a 10.83 edge on Better Picks. Puka Nacua under 0.5 touchdowns at -104 on Novig, 9.74, where consensus sharp book odds are -127 across the industry, but yet you're getting it at -104. Devontae Adams under 0.5 touchdowns. You can get at -124 on Novig for an 8.1 edge. By the way, you could have got this at a better price earlier in the week. A couple days ago, this was a much better price than it is right now. The Vegas is starting to get tighter, but still, it's a good little edge. -124 on Novig, where it's -149 across the sharp books. Now, if you want to go if you like Devontae Adams, you can take a look and see if he's got any positive edges anywhere. And as you can see on Novig too, right? On Novig, you're still getting a positive edge because Sharpbooks have consensus odds at 106 for the over touchdowns for him. It's not as good. The better edge is going to be the Novig at -124 for the under. All right? Because consensus odds are -149 on the under across Sharpbooks. But if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Devontae Adams still has a positive edge for the over touchdowns. But again, when you see something like that, you want the higher edge spot. So you want the under over the over. But if your gut is just telling you go the over, grab it at the 119 on Novig. All right? Because either way, you're getting an edge on either one on Novig right now. All right? That's about it, man. Christian McCaffrey's over touchdowns is a 3.86 edge on DraftKings at -115. -125 are the sharp book odds. You're getting it at -115 on DraftKings. So good spots, man. And again, we got some great spots over the weekend, man. That's Javonte Williams over touchdowns is great. All right, now let's get off favorites. It's automatically on favorites, so it's the more likely touchdown guys, the better odd range, like that +120 to -120 type of range. Let's go to mid-range. When it comes to mid-range for tonight, for the weekend, hold on, let me do tonight. When it comes to mid-range, we got Kyron Williams under 0.5 touchdowns at +168. Now, why does his over have a good value, but yet the under also has a good value? Because of the price you're getting here. Like, if you're in it for long-term profit, getting this at +168, where consensus odds are +139 on the under, you're getting a 12.13 Vegas edge. But again, the likelihood is higher that he goes over touchdowns. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's under the favorites. All right, the likelihood is higher that he goes over. But if you want a higher payout long-term, you're going to get a higher payout betting the under if he goes under than if you bet the over and he goes over. All right? You've got Christian McCaffrey's over 0.5 first half touchdowns at +230 on DraftKings. That seems pretty fucking crazy. The odds for Christian McCaffrey to score a touchdown in the first half are +230. Christian McCaffrey, 10 Vegas edge with consensus odds being 200. This is a good spot. I like that. I like that because you got to think the odds got to be better than, obviously they are at +200, but I like Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown in the first half. And getting that at +230, big underdog odds on DraftKings? Yes, sir. Sign me up. You got Blake Corum over 0.5 touchdowns on Hard Rock at +325. Let's go even more long shot, though. Let's go deep long shots. Who's the deep long shot touchdown call? Luke Farrell over touchdowns at +1100 on Hard Rock. +1100 on BetMGM. Jake Tongs over 0.5 first half touchdowns at +900. Jordan Whittington over 0.5 first half touchdowns at +950. So these are the long shot bets that you can kind of see if you're getting an edge on, if you want to do long shot crazy shit. All right, but again, only half of your unit size or a quarter of your unit size. It's almost like a home run call, okay? I suggest you stick with your favorites when it comes to the home run calls. Stick with favorites. Go with the best Vegas edges from the favorites range. All right. Thank y'all as always, man. Hopefully y'all love the new tool, man. I'm glad y'all. I mean, a lot of people have been spamming me loving this thing. It's super fast, especially on mobile, man. If you haven't tried the mobile experience, you need to. Appreciate y'all as always, man. Happy Thursday. Let's get this money, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.